In your dreams. I'm only this close so your buddies won't hear me.
Oh. When we're together, they'll definitely hear you.
Mark, I want to like you. I wanted to like you, buddy. I wanted to like you. So, obviously, one is colored. We finished Luca's little story. If you guys want to watch smaller clips and not the full live stream, I have those posted. I don't know who's next. We're just kind of YOLOing here, so I don't know who's next. Real quick though. John Smith, 48, survival of the fittest, and I'm the most fit. Hobbies: invading your sleep, looking for a new toy, favorite quote, quotes are for losers. Hobbies: love, poetry, constantly being with the one I love, never letting them go. Looking for a tormented soul just like me. Favorite quote: I'm not your first, I'll be your last. Yeah. Tristan. Oh, okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Okay. Okay, I think it is all the same, but you have different routes to go down. Oh, wow. A full list of my current extracurricular affiliations can be provided upon request. All of my socks that have been eaten by the dryer. You can only be certain of a lack of certainty. Theo, doing fun things with my hands, looking for you, live fast, die young, leave a good looking corpse. I'm here for a good time, not a long time vibe is a mood. He could probably help me relieve some stress, especially with his hands. Girl, a freak. Luca, oh wow. But I wonder if you pick the bar. Is that like Luca's straight up story? He seems like a hopeless romantic too, although I'm not sure my world is ready for that kind of meetup. Mark, drinking games and university, sports, no commitments, no strings attached. Come, my lady, you're my pretty baby. I'll make your legs shake. You make me go crazy. I liked Mark. I'm sorry, I liked Mark. These four are the only ones even remotely worth considering, and something about them reminds me of my husbandos from Heavenly Love. Here, let's save real quick. Close the app. My life is perfectly fine the way it is. Heavenly Love will be back tomorrow. After the day I've had, what I really need is a good night's sleep. Heavenly Love is back online, just like I thought. Who needs to date when I have my 2D husbandos? Because it's my day off, I enjoy my sunny day fully engrossed in the new chapters and finding out more about my four husbandos. I don't like that she says husbandos. Is that a term for real? I'm sure there are some things I miss while being immersed in my phone. But if it ain't broke, why fix it? Period. Oh, adventure avoided. I'm going for Mark. 300 on Mark, please. Chapter 1. I hope I don't regret this. Oh, we are most definitely gonna regret this. Begrudgingly, I begin messaging Mark over the app. It's a lot of work. Am I really willing to go through with this? Well, no turning back now. Oops. So what's happening tonight? You ready to be blown away and have the time of your life? You talk a big game, buddy. Man, I can't imagine using a dating app. I'm sorry if you guys have to. Well, he seems capable with technology. The rooster pin came in quick. Does that mean like your like where you're at, like your location? I hope that's what that means. As I arrive at the designated meeting spot, I see the feisty redhead I matched with. I can't tell exactly what's happening, but it seems like he's involved in some sort of dispute.
Seriously? I can't believe I'm getting kicked out for that. You should get better talent.
The bartender simply shakes his head as he closes the door, a bit anxious, especially after seeing that. I hesitate and to take
Hey.
a step further. Yeah, sir, you're being a little weird. But it's too late. Mark notices me. I'm
You
dead.
look even better in person.
I'm dead. Excuse me? Did he seriously just undress me with his eyes at first glance? Talk about feeling violated. Thanks. It's not really a compliment.
You're hot as hell, babe. Take it or leave it.
Oh, I'm already regretting this. Seriously? That's what you want my first impression of you to
Ugh.
be? I'm already regretting this. He does not know how to respect a lady. Well, Mark, you were supposed to show me the time of my life. Instead, it looks like the bartender showed you the exit. So what now?
Ugh.
Yes, we saw that. Yeah, definitely didn't plan on that happening. The stand-up comedian performed and his whole act just rubbed me the wrong way. Mark shrugs, almost as if regretting his decision. So I might have said something to the dude and it might have been considered rude to the talent.
Ah.
Whatever, I'm just trying to have a drink and these people just come in, messing up the entire vibe of the bar. Why do they gotta come into the only decent place in town to share their talent? Some of us work long hours and we don't want to hear their stupid act. There's the internet for that. I listen as Mark just lets out all of his self-internalized frustration. So you're bitter because you have a hard job and you assume the open mic people aren't working as hard? That's right. I'm already regretting this date. How do you just leave somebody on a date? It takes work to be creative, you know,
Ah.
but not everybody wants to hear that. Why not go to a bar that doesn't have open mic? Hold on, we might be onto something. How many decent bars do you think there are in a place like this?
It's not like I can just up and leave here, you know?
Anyways, that's not the point. It seems like that's maybe exactly the point. You can always just go somewhere else. I did a rooster search. You could go to...
I'm not talking about the bar. I mean this town. This whole place.
I think my friend, I think he needs a
Ah.
hug. He needs a hug. I don't know you well enough for me to get into that right now. But if you want to, we can get to know each other more. I steer the conversation back to the original topic, Mark's attitude over the open mic that got him booted from the bar. It sounds a little bit like you might regret what you said, resulting in you getting kicked out. Mark stares, seemingly a little put off by me calling him out, but he only sighs before his mood shifts back to its previously cocky demeanor.
Ugh.
He's probably got anger issues.
So, what's a babe like you doing on a dating app?
How old was Mark? Did y'all see his age? What was his age? Well, my friend made me a profile a long time ago. Wow. Wow, he didn't just say that. I skipped over it, but he did not just say that. Not that it's any of your business, but if you must know, today was my first time actually using it. My favorite video game is under maintenance, so here I am. You only used Blinder because you couldn't play a video game? Sounds about right. You don't look like the type. And what is that supposed to mean? Well, I'm just saying your appearance is different than how you're acting. How do I look like I act? Like you're high class, too good for a place like this.
Yeah, a place like this. A small bar in a small-ass town, staying home and playing video games.
You think high class people are too good for video games? Yep. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You definitely don't give off the video game vibes. You know, gamers come in many shapes and sizes, right? But isn't that a little embarrassing to admit out loud? That's what I was trying to tell. That's what I said the last time when she was talking to Luca. She was telling him all about her fucking anime boyfriends, and I was just like, girl, really? This is what you bring up on the first date? No. Mm-mm. I enjoy what I enjoy. I get that. I can get down with that. It looks like he wants to say something more, but before he can, I continue. What if I were to make a snap What if I were to make snap judgments about you and your appearance? What's your snap judgment of me? You can't let go of your high school days. Ooh, did you see his face? Ooh, that was mean. Your beaten up Letterman jacket that has your name and high school on it, the way you seem to crave attention.
So what? I love this jacket. And yeah, who wouldn't want to pay attention to me?
Do you want an actual answer to that, or was that rhetorical? A question you don't actually want the answer to? Moving on. Hit me with your next shot. What else do you think about me? You work at a car dealership. Dude, don't let that be right, because it literally crossed my mind. Your overconfident attitude. You don't appear to be shy about talking to others. It's not a bad skill to have. It's not. Sorry, but no dice, that's not my job. What do you do? Building contractor and occasional private transport provider. A man of many impressive talents, it would seem. What kind of construction? It's whatever my uncle wants done. He usually does infrastructure contracts, but sometimes we do commercial or industrial stuff. Right now we're building a new parking garage for the town hall. We're waiting on our supplier for more concrete, but overall the project is looking good. But you don't want to hear about that. You probably have some uppity, high-class, fancy job or something. Now who's making snap judgments? Yep, my homegirl works at a shitty mall. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed for you, sister. He's like all trashy and like such a shit dude, but he's like got a good job. And you can be a good person and have such a shit job. Oh, that's so rude. You know, you seem familiar. We helped them all with the interior construction. You're right. Who the hell wants to talk about work? So moving on, I have a question. Why did your friends make you a blinder profile? Probably because the only thing worse than my career prospects are my dating prospects. Seems kinda hopeless, doesn't it? Online dating. Well, I can't say I disagree there. Like, why go through all that just to be stood up? Before we can continue our conversation, a grungy-looking guy covered in music-related tattoos heads out of the bar. Luca.
Hey.
Oh! Oh! Not Luca. Hey, Mark, still lingering outside? Yeah, it's public property. What are you gonna do about it? It's not. It's still part of the bar.
Ugh.
Aww. Not all of us got to leave this place, you know. Not that you could appreciate it anyway.
Noble, dependable Theo, making sacrifices for his family. Why don't you take off on your high horse and get out of my face?
Did y'all go to high school together or something? I mean, everybody around here is like 30, so I think it's about time to get over it. Mark gets closer to the grungy man. It's pretty obvious they have some history together, and I don't want to see a fight break out. Mark pauses for a second, then he backs off and gets close to me. Yeah, sure, let's go. It's not worth my time. Mark holds my hand as we depart. I'm pretty sure I can hear Theo muttering something melancholy, but I can't make out what it is. Away from the bar, Mark's mood shifts completely. Like a shark in pursuit of his prey, he turns to me, closing in, placing a hand on my shoulder. Oh no, don't be weird, Mark. I say save. And I say fuck it, cause there's gonna be more to this guy. Okay, they're not just gonna throw a douchebag in here. It's a douchebag with a story. What were you thinking? I have a buddy throwing a party at his place. Wanna go? He seems eager to hurry up and get out of the area. It's as though he's trying hard to put off talking about anything real. I do kind of want to spend a bit more time with him, though. Okay, lead the way. I'll get a hyper right away. What is that, like a Waymo? The hyper arrives sooner than expected. I take this opportunity to pull out my phone and text Leia. Party guy takes me back to our 20s. His profile said he's 30. Yeah, buddy. It's about time to get over that shit. Fucking high school? Yeah, sorry. Get over it. Mark and I arrive at his friend's place, a house at the edge of town. Music and lights spill out on the lawn from the open windows and doors. It's been a while since I've been to a party like this. Empty cans of cheap beer litter the sidewalk as we walk up. It almost feels a little juvenile now. I feel Mark wrap his arm around my shoulders, pulling me in a little closer. Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
Just getting closer to you, babe.
I gently pull his arm off me as a group of men who I presume are his friends begin to hoot and holler in the distance. A little too close if you ask me. As we head inside, a guy who looks not much older than Mark is the first one to greet us. He reeks of liquor. Look, the Mark train finally coming in, and with a girl on board.
Hey!
Another man emerges from the fray before Mark can introduce me. The man looks me up and down and smiles. And you brought a lady friend. Yeah, no, we are not in a safe space. Before his friend can say anything further, Mark clears his throat as if to change the subject. Matt, Carl, meet my girlfriend. Oh, sir, girlfriend, we just met tonight. We just met like 30 minutes ago. I'm not gonna embarrass him in front of his friends. I decide not to correct Mark. It seems like an innocent fib to impress his friends, and it's not like anything else will come of it, probably. I offer his friends a bright smile. It's nice to meet you. Matt and Carl nod politely my way, and I do the same. Nice to meet you. Anyone who can put up with this guy has got to be a saint. Before I can answer, Carl speaks up, seemingly to continue his train of thought from earlier. Mark tries to motion toward Carl as though not to speak of this person, but his friends seemed completely oblivious. Remember her, Matt? They were inseparable in high school. Oh, you guys are talking about like high school sweethearts too? You guys are tripping. I sneak a glance at Mark and notice his jaw clenching. Oh. Oh, man. Now it's Carl's turn to shut Matt up with a slap on Matt's shoulder so violent it nearly spills his drink. Well, now I'm curious as to what else they might have wanted to say. It's going fine. My uncle's still a hard ass, but the new garage for the town hall is looking pretty sweet. Before I can say anything, Mark opens his mouth. Funny story, we actually met because one day our construction crew was working on the intersection over by the garage. He pulls me closer. This sweetie was running late for work because we were blocking the road. This dude is just lying, like straight off the dome. She'd parked her car, got out, started asking how long the intersection would be closed. I happened to be the one she talked to. I apologized and offered her a coffee the following day. We traded numbers, and after that coffee date, well, the rest is history. Just capping, bro. Just capping. Bro just said, yeah, I killed Thanos, bro. I killed Thanos. Yeah. That's what he just did in front of his friends. Yeah, I'm the one who snapped my fingers, bro. That's me. Like, and it's not even believable. The friends share a laugh as Matt gives Mark a friendly bro punch on the arm and then pats him on the back. I find myself too stunned to say anything, listening to him spin such an obvious lie. His friends are enamored with it though. Did he make that whole story up just to impress him? I lean in close to Mark and quietly speak into his ear. Do you think we can go somewhere a little bit more private?
Oh! Sorry, guys. My lady wants some alone time.
This looks like such like a bad place to be in. There's another round of raucous. Raucous, right? Is it raucous? Raucous? Don't don't get on my ass about this one. Raucous. I saw this word in my book too, and I just skimmed over it. A round of, well, I know it means loud, okay? That's all I'll say. Oh, okay. There's another round of raucous cheering as I grab Mark's arm, eyeing a place for some privacy. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I didn't think he'd go as far as to make up a story about a fake meeting on the spot. I spot a door to the backyard, which is surprisingly empty, although that's most likely due to the crowd playing some type of drinking game inside. Dragging Mark outside, I gently push him against the wall away from the window, far from the prying eyes of his friends. I place my hand next to him, stand on my tippy toes, and lean in close. Hey, already getting up close and personal, huh? You really did want some alone time. In your dreams, I'm only this close so your buddies won't hear me.
Oh. When we're together, they'll definitely hear you.
Mark, I want to like you. I wanted to like you, buddy. I wanted to like you. I roll my eyes. I need you to be serious. What the hell was that back there? What you said to your friends back there about me being your girlfriend, the whole bullshit story on how we met. It's almost scary how good of a lie it was. Even I was almost convinced it went down like that. Hold on. In a quieter voice that sounds almost apologetic and sad. What did he say? Okay. I couldn't tell them we just met at the bar tonight. They wouldn't give me all kinds of shit. Besides, you stuck with me for this far. I might be regretting it now.
Yeah? Even though you're still standing so close?
Mark places a hand on my shoulder and I pull back. Do I actually maybe kind of want to ride the Mark train? Okay, sis. I really can't believe I just thought that. You have like 10 seconds to explain yourself or I'm out. He sighs as he slicks back his hair. Look, you heard what the guys were saying, right? What they were saying without saying. I haven't been in an actual relationship in 12 years. I mean, I've hooked up with plenty of chicks. I'm not that big of a loser. But it gets old. My buddies didn't bring it up for a while, but they've been hounding me for a long time. Saying stuff like, it's time to move on, or why don't you find someone and settle down? What does it matter if you're in a relationship or not?
Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. But they all have their own things going on, and I'm just some sad extra wheel to them now. It's not like I haven't tried. I thought I was just focusing on figuring my own life out. His tone becomes almost solemn. A lot of good that did, though. Been stuck on the same job for 12 years, and the one I had to take after I got... Why am I telling you this stuff anyway? It's not like you care. I think you need an outlet, my friend. But I also want to... You're right, I don't care. Why would I? I just met you, and especially after that stunt you just pulled. Okay, no, I don't wanna be like that. I don't wanna be like that. I do care. If I didn't care, I would have definitely bailed out after some phony meet cute.
But nobody cares about what I think or how my life is.
Get over yourself, Mark.
Tough it out. Everyone has issues, so boo-hoo, deal with it. That's what they all say.
What you want me to say? How the hell could you care about someone you just met? Well, when you're not putting up the front of being an insufferable asshole, I think you might be okay. You see? She's starting to see what I'm seeing, okay? I'm seeing a front, I'm seeing a mask, but I know that's not who you really are, Mark. Go ahead and peel that shit off, buddy.
Yeah? Well, it doesn't matter. This is probably just a big joke, like everything else in my life.
You're making it so hard to like you, buddy. And what would you say if it wasn't? That maybe I really am interested in getting to know you? Mark stiffens slightly, and under the cover of night, I can sense him staring at me in utter disbelief. He sighs heavily, as if the whole weight of the world sits squarely on his shoulders. I'd say I don't believe it. I can't. Everything in my life has been one disappointment after another. I press myself close to him, weirdly compelled to comfort him. What do you mean? Mark, the man who always has something to say, who always had the final word, sits there in silence. When he finally turns to me, gone is the cocky man from the bar. He seems so sad and lost in this moment. Mark takes a deep breath as if bracing himself for impact. But then, we're immediately interrupted by Matt. Matt notices the close proximity that we are and immediately apologizes. I feel myself blush at Matt's comment as Mark reluctantly walks toward his friend. All the swagger that is his shield is back up. I can hear the other friend teasing and laughing alongside Matt, but Mark just sighs at the comment. Mark heads into the house but doesn't motion for me to follow. I do anyway because I'm curious to see just exactly what kind of fixing Matt thinks Mark can do. In a small bathroom at the back of the house, I find Mark swallowed up by the vanity only on his legs trailing out from the open doors. Matt, you gotta set up a fan to let this all dry out tonight, otherwise you're gonna get mold. Mark surfaces from the underneath the sink and Matt ruffles his hair, which seems to annoy Mark. He waves off his friend and walks toward me, motioning to go back outside. Before Matt can finish his comment, Carl gently taps him on the shoulder as though to shut him up again. Anyway, don't let us keep you waiting. The party rages on as Mark and I go back outside. Out with what? It's embarrassing, right? The way that they're always mocking me about all kinds of shit. Well, why'd you bring me here, fuck nigga? Yeah, because I don't have some fancy desk job and they always make fun of me. Why is having a fancy desk job so important? Because that's the measure of success. No, it's not. Every other career is just meaningless. Which is why I know they don't really like keeping me around. Except when it's convenient for them. I don't think that they were mean to him. I don't think that they had any kind of malicious intent. They're also drunk, so I can't really, judge them off that. They tease you, but it's pretty playful. Yeah, they seem to genuinely like you. Did you not hear how they basically made fun of me being able to fix the sink? That's just what they do. It's not great, but that's the way of showing affection. Yeah, that's what I got from that. As if I chose his friend's side. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll go back, but I'm gonna save. Yeah. A traitor. I don't budge. Mark is so convinced that everyone is against him that even the friendly jostling of his friends, the friendly jostling his friends are doing is considered an offense to him. I try again. Would they be asking you about your job and seemingly so concerned about your life if they didn't care? He says it with such conviction that his voice cracks, like he desperately has something to prove. I'd say no. Besides, they respect your skills enough to ask you for help. He proceeds to gesture wildly to the party going on inside. Does any of this make you want to bail? Hell yeah. But I'm still here. Yep. You say that like you want me to. Do you like the chase or something?
Maybe I do. Why don't we test it out?
He is giving motorcycle dude, chasing through the woods situation. Mark gets closer to me and I can feel our body heat merging with one another. Though he's maintained his cocky exterior throughout the evening here and there, I've seen the cracks in his defenses. Do I want to try to break down the wall or keep things superficial?
Well, you haven't moved yet. Maybe you really do like being around me.
Maybe I'm just fucked up in the head, man. Or maybe I just want to know what is going on in that head of yours so I know if I should run. Mark smiles and holds my arms close as though he's contemplating on making a move. Before he can have the last word, however, I do something unthinkable. Oh, she went in for it! She went in for the kill. I lean up and kiss him on the lips. He moves his hands from my arms to my waist and wraps them around me, pulling me closer. My arms are still wrapped around his neck as we share this tender moment. I slightly pull back to look into his eyes and then go back in for the kiss, to which he greedily pulls me close, crushing my lips with his. His tongue traces my lips, a silent ask for entry. It's been a long time since I've made out with someone, so I slightly part my lips, letting him take the lead. Despite his attitude, he's a damn good kisser. After what seems like an eternity, I pull away to gasp for air, with the both of us looking at each other.
Hey!
We speak at the same time, then break into laughter. We laugh for a bit before turning to each other in solemn glances. I should go home. It's getting late. I'm gonna get a hyper and head out. As I turn to leave, Mark gently grabs my wrist and cups my face. He pulls me in for another more selfish kiss before pulling away, sincerity in his eyes. Aww. I leave with the quiet farewell ringing in my ears and his soft look lingering in my heart. You see, I told you he was gonna be kind of sweet underneath that rough exterior, okay? I knew it. Come on, trust the instinct. Would I contact him again, or was this a one-time fling?